This bundt cake is all dressed up for Valentine's Day. It's flavorful and has the sweetest surprise inside, a hidden heart in every slice. Baker Alyssa Bybee is sharing the how-to. Welcome back, it's good to see you.
So great to see you, Amy.
You always bring the funnest things. Okay, so this is actually 2 cakes in one.
Yes, so it actually uses, you're gonna do 2 of the same cake recipe, and it all starts with a cake mix.
Love that, but you're saying you don't do it what it says on the back of the box.
Right, we're gonna ignore the instructions on the back. And we're gonna doctor it up a little bit to make it a little bit better.
Okay, I like that.
We're starting with just a white cake mix, and we're gonna add the oil, same as what it calls for on the back. We're adding an extra egg in here, so there's 4 eggs.
Okay, how does that help?
So it's gonna add a little bit extra moisture. We're also going for a little bit more of a denser cake because it's a bundt cake. So you don't want that really light one that's just gonna fall apart when it comes out of the thing. And then we're replacing the water with sour cream.
Oh, that's different.
And that's gonna, again, add a lot of moisture there, some extra fat in there. And because it's heavier than water, again, it's gonna make it denser. And then instant pudding mix.
Vanilla.
Vanilla instant pudding mix. You could add a different flavored one in there if you were going for a certain flavor. You wanted to add a lemon, to make it a lemon flavored one. You could absolutely do that.
Okay, good to know.
So all that goes in there and really just mix it up and that's it. That's really it.
But that's good to know. Just adding these little extra things are gonna make it.
Oh, and a little almond extract because I love almonds.
I do too.
So you could leave that out if you don't like almond, but I love almonds, so we are adding it in.
And so this part is going to actually be the heart.
So this is the base of the cake, but basically what you would do for the heart part is you would make a second batch of this, add some pink food coloring, but instead of putting it in your bundt cake pan, you're gonna put it in a loaf pan so that you come out with slices like this when you slice it up. So this is what we're going for here. We sliced up this loaf pan and we're gonna take a cookie cutter, a small heart shape for this one, and cut out some heart shapes.
That is how you're getting, I'm like, how is she getting the hearts inside?
It's not as complicated as it seems.
And you can pretty much, with your cutter, get 2 out of every.
Yeah, if you have one that has a higher rise in the center, so usually I can get 3 out of it. With this particular pan I was using, it seems to be pretty flat on top, so you get about 2.
And what are you just munching these extra parts?
You're welcome to snack on it. I always take mine and I crumble it up. I get rid of these crusts because I don't really like the dark parts.
Okay.
And I add a little bit of frosting and I turn them into cake pops.
Boom.
They're
no
so
waste.
easy. I'm gonna
waste.
take my 4-year-old around the neighborhood and drop these off to some of her little friends for Valentine's Day today.
Oh my, you are an overachiever. That is awesome. I would probably throw those in the trash. Okay, that is a good tip. Thank you for that. So what are we doing with these little hearts?
Okay, so we've got our white cake mix here, right? And we're gonna put about half of this in the bottom of this bundt cake pan. I've got it greased and floured already. So we're gonna take about half this and spread it along the bottom here.
I'm still not even knowing how this is gonna work out, but you're gonna show me.
So you just need enough there that the hearts can stick in it.
Okay.
You need just a good base, right?
Okay, so not thick at all.
Then we've got our hearts. And you're gonna put them rounded side down because remember when you flip that cake over, it's gonna come out right side up. So you're gonna stick those in there.
So that helps. And how far apart are you putting? Oh, you're putting them right together?
What your goal is to create a seamless heart tube all the way around so that no matter where you slice it, you should get a heart when you cut into it.
And the fact that these are cut already won't matter when they rebake it and then cut. Okay.
Nope. And so then once we have that in there, then we add the batter on the top to kind of seal it all in. I should give you another tip here. Oh, you see those brown bars there? Those are not ideal because they do show up when you cut into the cake.
So try to get all the brown off.
Yes, so if you can avoid that, or you can just take a little knife and just cut it off.
And you said your initial inspiration with this was a different holiday, so you really could do, you saw a pumpkin shape.
About 10 years ago, I remember I saw someone who had done something like this with a pumpkin shape, but they had done it in a loaf pan. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. And I thought, oh, we should put this in a bundt cake pan for Valentine's Day. But you can switch up what's inside.
Yeah, you could do a ghost.
We got St. Patrick's Day coming up, do a green shamrock in there. You could use this for like a gender reveal party, slice in, see the blue or the pink heart on the inside.
You started a whole new thing. Okay, so after we get that layer in, we're dumping the rest on top.
Rest on the top, and just kind of, you're just trying to coat it enough. You gotta be a little bit gentle because you don't want the pink to crumble too much. Or you'll end up with like pink crumbs all throughout it. So you just gotta do it a little gently, but nothing too crazy here. So we'll just get the rest of those in and we'll put some batter on top.
Yeah, because you have to imagine once it bakes, you would like a little yellow all around the heart
Yes.
if possible.
So I'm just gonna drop a little bit of batter on top all the way around here.
Is the bake time any different since you already have that?
It's about the same as you would if you were just doing a single cake. So it's about, about 40 minutes.
Okay.
On average. You might, that might vary a little bit depending on your oven. But because the center is already baked, really you just need get the outside baked. And so what takes so long with bundt cakes normally, you bake those for 50, 60 minutes, but you need the center, but the center's already baked here. So really we just need to make sure that the outside gets baked.
Okay, so we just put it in like that, and you can see when it comes out, and then you slice it, you get that darling heart on the inside. And your frosting is something a little out of this world too, because that is impressive. Looks like it's, how are you doing that? Is that anything special?
It's a basic cream cheese frosting. It's not overwhelmingly cream cheesy, just enough to give you a nice subtle tang there. And so I just popped this into a piping bag. It's butter, powdered sugar, cream cheese, a little vanilla, a little more almond, because,
That's
I love
what we
almonds.
like, yeah.
And we're just gonna pipe this on. And so we're gonna just pipe it on all the way around. And you could leave it like this if you wanted to.
Just do little loops.
Yeah, just little loops, nothing crazy. But I like to get the kind of that smoothed out look. So what I do is I take a spoon and I dip it in some hot water.
Oh, that's how you get
And then I dry it off because you don't wanna get it wet. And then this is gonna kind of give it that glossy, it melts it slightly, but you don't wanna melt the frosting, but it kind of just smooths it out, smooths out any of those little peaks you've got there.
Oh, and then you can just, it's almost like painting. You're making it
and
exactly the shape
it gives you a little
want.
more control over it too. So, say you just saw I just did an ugly glob on this cake right here. It didn't come out quite how I wanted it to. But you can kind of have a little more control about how far down you push the drips.
And the sprinkles and everything just tops it off.
Yep. So we just did a mix of Valentine's Day sprinkles.
Yeah, you just did a mix and made it so cute. Where can people get your recipes? Obviously, your brain's working all the time, so where are we getting
All my recipes are on my website, infinetaste.com, and you can follow along with us on Instagram at infinetaste.
Well, thanks for sharing your secret.
So great to be here.
It's so fun. All right, thank you.